Hi, I'm Dan Chambers of Chambers Law Firm. I'm excited to start a new series of videos that are going to dissect the anatomy of a criminal case. What I plan on doing in this series is I'm going to be taking you through each step of the criminal case process, or at least how we do things here at Chambers Law Firm. We're going to start with the initial client meeting and the goals that we like to achieve during those meetings. We're going to take this series all the way through the end of the lifespan of a criminal case, ending with trial and sentencing, so that you can get a sense of, from beginning to end, not only how we approach our cases, but also what you can expect along the way. The first video I want to talk about is the initial client meeting. Now, this sometimes, surprisingly enough, is the step that a lot of criminal defense attorneys either sort of skip over or they just don't do a thorough job. I want you to think of it like your first visit to a doctor. Now, any of us that have been to a doctor before, or if we start treatment at a new doctor's office, what's the first thing the doctor always does? Well, they want a history from you, right? They come out with a form and they ask you for a complete medical history. What type of surgeries you've had, what type of treatments and things like that. Why do they ask that? Well, they want to know more than just what brought you into the office that day. They want to know everything else that's gone on before that to help them assess your situation and treat you. It's no different at Chambers Law Firm. When you come in for your initial meeting, you usually are coming in because you've got a major problem on your hands. Whether it's a simple DUI or it's a murder case, there is something very big going on in your life. But we can't just start with the problem that brings you into the office. So the best way to approach the initial client meeting is to completely take a history from you. And I'm not talking just about what's your prior criminal history. I want to know everything about your family. What's your work life? What types of life experiences have you had? What sorts of trauma may you have been exposed to when you were younger? What is your family structure? Are you married? Do you have children? What's your work history like? All of these things factor in because it provides a context to what brought you into our office in the first place. So the initial client meeting really should be geared to learning everything we can about you at the outset. Now, of course, as the case goes on, we're going to be asking you more questions and teasing more things out of the details of your life and of your case. But at that initial meeting, we want to cover a lot of ground to find out who you are, what brought you into the office, and most importantly, how we can help you. So what that means is getting the full story from you. I can't emphasize enough. Be truthful with our office or whatever attorney you're going to hire. Be completely transparent about everything that's gone on in your life, what types of problems that you've had, your criminal record, because ultimately we're going to find that stuff out anyway. Better to get it out early so that we can discuss it with you. Also, when you start your case, the police reports are going to be written in a way to make you look very guilty. We know that cases don't happen in a vacuum. There's a context there, and we're going to be drilling down to get the story from you. What happened? What witnesses were there? Who was there when this all went down? Because there's going to be witnesses the police don't want to talk to or haven't, but we will. So we need to take the time to go over your entire situation so that we can understand fully how we can help you and what actually happened on the event that brought you into the office. So the client meeting is step one, but it's the most important step. In the next video that I'm going to be providing to you in this series, we're going to talk about the importance of visiting a crime scene. Thank you for joining us.